Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am the Pink Flamingo, and in this video, we'll be doing a reading on Ashanti and Nelly. Now, before I get that reading started, guys, I just want to clarify a little bit about my last upload, which was the Selena Gomez. And if you haven't watched that, it's a fun read, so you can go check that out. Um, Unfortunately, guys, when I was reading that, I kind of had my flamingo lights on and they were like flickering. And especially because it was filmed during the day, it was really bad. So when I went to go edit it, I found that it's like, so, it was really discomforting to the eyes. That's basically the best way I could put it. And I kind of thought it was best to try to edit it somehow to tone down the lights. But unfortunately, guys, I had like shadows in the lights. And I was like, I don't want to have like a Kim K Photoshop situation where people are like, oh, this is fake. So I just decided it was best to upload two videos, which would be the edited version for the people, who are like myself with sensitive eyes, and also the original version for the people who might be a little skeptical because they notice the shadowing in the lights. Okay. But it's a good read nonetheless. I didn't want to, reshoot it because I'm not one of those readers that believe in 2, 3 readings on someone in a day. I feel like once you do a reading and spirit connects, that's just the reading that you're going to get. And if I do a reading on someone, I wait a few weeks before I even try to tap back into that energy again. But that's just my personal preference, okay? And I didn't want to discard that video just because of the lights flickering. So I just tried my best to do what I could with it, okay? Well, moving right along, guys, we're going to jump right into this Ashanti and Nelly reading. Now, I know Ashanti and Nelly have recently gotten back together, and it seems pretty recent to me because, they're like already pregnant, at least that's the rumor allegedly. And for some reason, I kind of feel like Ashanti is pregnant with a girl. I don't know why that is. She just gives me like girl, like mom girl energy. I don't know. But we'll see. And they're one of those couples that kind of had like their iconic era of the early 2000s where everyone knew them for being together. And throughout the years, Ashanti's kind of like stayed out of the public in terms of having relationships. I'm sure she's dated, but she's kind of kept her main relationships out of the public eye. As for Nelly, he's had like, I believe, one relationship. There could be more if you guys know, but I can only think of Miss Chantel Jackson right now. And Chantel got with him after being with Mayweather. And I know they spent a few years together. And allegedly, there's rumor on the streets that she was a little bitter when he kind of rekindled his romance with Ashanti, as she should be, right? After spending all those years with someone, and from what she kept on behaving like in the show, she really wanted this marriage thing to happen. And it doesn't seem like Nelly wanted to marry her. So I don't know what the outcome's gonna be for Ashanti. I don't know if it was just I don't want to marry Chantel, or it's I don't want to be married at all, right? Because those are definitely two different things. So I'm gonna tap into the card, guys, and see what I can get out of the cards in terms of the energy around this relationship. I'm gonna try to go into two different decks. I just want to see what Ashanti's feeling right now, um, and see what we can pick up. Okay. And by the way, guys, thank you to all my new subscribers. You guys subscribing, it really just gets me into the vibe of like making videos for you guys, because I feel like when I get subscribers, people want to watch what I'm doing. So I feel like I have a little bit of responsibility, and I gotta give myself a little pat on the back, I think, because I've been consistently uploading. You know, I kind of felt like when I got on YouTube, I was gonna be one of those people that uploaded like once every 2 weeks. But you guys have been coming around and kind of like holding me accountable. So, give yourself a pat on the back too, because, you guys have been coming to the channel, leaving comments, subscribing. So now I'm just like forced to make sure I do this for you guys. Okay. So thank you guys very much. Okay. Okay, guys. So, Spirit, we're going to talk about Nelly and Ashanti. What's the energy around this couple? Let's do some slicing. All right. And guys, to be honest with you, confessions of a tarot card reader as I read this, I'm really hoping some good cards come out because I really want Ashanti to win in this. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I kind of want to see her happy, I really do. All right. What's the energy, Spirit, on the lovely Ashanti and Nelly? What do we have here? Running. Okay. Let's hope we get some good one. Puzzled. Chaos. All right. I kind of feel like this kind of gives me a bit of their past. I'm picking up the energy that Ashanti and Nelly, when they were together, and this was in the early 2000s for people who are not really aware of this couple. I felt like Nelly was the one that was really running, guys. Okay. I don't know if you guys see that, but running. Okay. Um, and sometimes a lot of men end up doing that when they end up being with a woman. Um, escape, denial, excuses. And, people had the rumors that he was cheating. And that's a possibility. I haven't pulled anything yet on that. But unfortunately, with some men, when they are in love and they don't know how to commit to a relationship, they start to make excuses and they end up breaking things off when they know that that particular woman wants to take it seriously or to the next level. So instead of being very straightforward, they'll find all the reasons as to why the relationship shouldn't happen, right? And puzzled, I believe, gives me Ashanti's energy, you know, because when you do have a good connection with someone and maybe you want marriage or you want something a little more serious, you're trying to figure out, like, we're happy. Everything's going so perfectly. I'm confused, right? Which is basically what we got here, right? Confused, perplexed, conflicted, right? So, of course, Ashanti was probably very puzzled um, of what it was that he decided to do. Um, and of course, guys, we got the chaos card, with the disaster and all that. So, and the downfall. So, at the end of the day, guys, I can see how this all makes sense and what Spirit is conveying here. Because, if someone's on foot running from commitment, it's going to leave any woman puzzled. And of course, it's going to stir up a bunch of disaster, right? Because here you are thinking you're going to spend your life with someone. And that might have been why they didn't really connect after that breakup for all those years, because a lot of people experience that in relationships when you have a really good relationship and it's really good, everything's perfect. But then one person is just not ready for commitment. Instead of them being just honest about it, they take off running, right? And then that leaves you puzzled as a woman or a man as to what it is that occurred because you thought everything was going on so perfectly. And of course, it's going to create chaos, not just in, her life, but also in his, right? Because it seems like he never really moved on from her, right? Because look where they're at now. It's a complete circle and he's back. So I'm going to shuffle again, guys, and see if Spirit wants to tell me anything about the past or anything currently. And I'm going to tap into another deck, guys, and see what I can find out about them. All right, Spirit. What else do you want to tell me about this relationship? What occurred? What's going to happen? What's going on with Ashanti and Nelly? Was there cheating involved? Just, just curious, Spirit. What do you see going on for them? All right. Hopeless, loss, depression, suicide. Wow. That's a very deep card, guys, that popped out. All right, let me pull again, guys. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay. All right. This gives me a complete story. Okay. So I pulled the hopeless card, guys. Okay. Loss, depression, suicide. I pulled the nightlife, right? Striptease, gamble, Vegas. And I pulled the Archangel Michael, protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention. Makes all the sense in the world to me. Okay. So basically, after the chaos, right, which we just discussed, her being completely puzzled, that situation leaving them into that chaotic type situation where it's like, what the heck is going on? I can't understand this. Inevitably, it puts anyone into a sad place because when you feel like you found that person that you should be with and you end it, it puts you in a dark place because now you don't know how to come back from that, right? So this gives me a little bit of both of their energy, right? This complete loss and depression. I believe, Ashanti was a bit depressed about it. I do remember in the early 2000s, after that relationship, Ashanti kind of went a bit cold. I don't know if you guys remember that, but she wasn't really like on the scene. After that relationship kind of fell apart, Ashanti kind of just, did her own thing and kind of fell back. And I kind of feel like it was the same thing for Nelly. He probably was very lost. And when men get into a situation, ladies, from my experience, I feel like when men have breakups and it's one of those breakups where it's almost like I messed up, it sends them into this life. Okay. Every time. It's almost like when women go through a breakup, we stay at home, we watch the movies, um, we indulge in the junk food, and then after that, we're like, okay, it's time to get back in shape. I'm going to the gym. I'm going to turn up, glow up for this summer. I'm going to start businesses. Like we get into a whole different vibe. Men, girl, they're at their local strip club. They are at Magic City. They are doing everything in their power to try to numb their pain because you're no longer there. So like their turn ups are almost like it's a reaction, right? To kind of losing that woman in their life. It's not really who they want to be, but it's who they're going to be for that slight moment in time until they can get themselves together. And Nelly has kind of given us that party energy for a bit. No one really seen him as the commitment type. So it is what it is, right? Makes all the sense to me. Now the Archangel Michael, right? Protection, prevented from harm, and divine intervention. Now, what this means, guys, is they naturally have a path to be with each other, right? And divine intervention has taken place. This is why full circle, they're now back with each other. Okay? So even though they had their different paths and, Nelly was out here doing all kinds of crazy stuff, which some of us know because he's been here and there in the news for partying and doing a couple things. He's had a couple cases from what I know. Um, So it makes all the sense in the world, right? So basically, it's their path, guys, to kind of get back together. I'm gonna go into another deck, guys, and see what else Spirit would like to tell me about this couple. Hopefully, I get some good news. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't want to read nothing bad. I really don't. But I can't help it. Whatever comes out, comes out. Okay, guys. So, it seems like they're, meant to be together, right? So hopefully, and guys, yeah, this is another deck that I haven't used with you guys as of yet. I got a few decks. Ever so often, you might see one pop in, pop out. It is what it is, guys. This one's pretty fun too because it's really descriptive. It almost gives you advice. So, maybe Spirit got something to tell us. Ugh. I'm actually going to read those. Okay, let's see what popped out. Okay. Okay. Makes all the sense. I get why these cards popped out and just slid right out as I was shuffling. Okay. So it's a bunch of cards, guys, but they all have meanings. Okay. So here we have the forbidden love. Okay. It is this relationship is frowned upon by many. And we know that to be very accurate, guys, because when they came out on the internet, some people were all for it, but then there were some people that were very extremely negative towards Ashanti choosing to get back with Nelly, right? So a lot of people were not for it. And if we are to be quite honest, even when it seemed like, rumors were going around about her pregnancy, because I don't know if she's confirmed that as of yet, a lot of women started bashing Ashanti for getting pregnant by Nelly, right? So this card makes all the sense in the world to me. Okay. All right, the next card. Manipulation, okay? Decisions, being influenced or exploited by outsiders. Now, that could be actually the both of them, right? And I believe the energy I'm picking up around that card is so throughout the years, the reason why they may have not attempted to get together, even though they missed each other, was basically the reasoning of other people. When people are in your ear and people always have advice to give, and it's not always good advice, you start to listen to them, right? Because you might miss somebody and want to be with someone. And you got friends or family members who are going to talk you out of that situation. They don't want you to reach out to that person. So I could see how this could be something that happened in their lives. Okay. This is a nice card for them, guys. Break time. Time apart will be beneficial to this connection. And we definitely seen that because they did break apart. And you know what? I'm not a fan of the whole thing where it's like, you know, go back and date your ex. Because I kind of feel like your ex is an ex for a reason. But in some case, ladies and gentlemen, there are situations where you do got to pick up the phone and call your ex because you know better. You know the connection you had with them, and you know something about your life just doesn't seem right without them. And time heals all things. And, sometimes it's worth to have that break because when you get back together, that relationship can be stronger and even better, right? Now, I think this might be Ashanti right now, guys, with the insecurities may be affecting your relationship. Now, the energy I'm picking off of this, I don't feel like Ashanti's an insecure woman based on her looks or her beauty. But I believe a lot of the negative things that people have been saying on the internet kind of has her feeling a little insecure about her relationship with him, right? Because it's almost like one of those things where it's like all eyes are on us. So if people see us arguing or, this doesn't go well, this whole thing is going to be a joke, right? People are going to find a way to take, my pain and create humor out of it, right? And I think that would make any woman um a tad bit insecure when trying to get back into a relationship with a man, right? Because I feel like as women and any woman who's been with a breakup and you get back with your boyfriend, your ex-husband or whatever it is, or men, and you get back with your wife or your ex-wife or whatever, people always seem to want to insert their opinion into what it is that you want to do. And then if it doesn't work out, it's like a hee hee ha ha. And honestly, guys, if you got people around you like that, just cut them loose because they're not for you. But, this is unfortunately how life is. And I hope Ashanti can work through that insecurity and just do her thing and kind of just tune out the noise, okay? So I'm gonna do a little more of a shuffling, guys, and see what else we could find. Hopefully I get good news. Guys, I'm shuffling this thing scared, okay? I'm just letting you know. I'm gonna do some slicing, guys. These cards are huge, so slicing is a very hard thing to do on this table. Let me actually move this back. Okay. Okay. I'll do whatever it is that looks like a slice to me because these cards are huge, guys. They're massive. And my hands are like the tiniest hands on earth. I don't know. I have like hands that are like the size of like a fifth grader. Like, no lies. Okay, guys, back to this. All right, Spirit, is there anything you'd like to tell me about the beautiful Miss Ashanti and her relationship with Nelly? Any advice? Anything you see coming for them? Sorry, guys. Anything we should know? Good news, bad news, baby news. What's in store for Nelly and Ashanti? Oh, my shuffling with these cards are just a mess. All right, Spirit. Regardless of how I shuffle, I know you're going to make the truth come out, so it don't matter. All right. What do we got here? Oh, this is some advice Spirit's giving them. Makes all the sense in the world, right? Because we got the insecurity. So Spirit is saying fear of loss. Fear of loss keeps you from loving. Okay. So right now, Spirit is basically letting them know, the fact that you guys are so fearful that you're going to lose this relationship is what might attribute to you guys actually losing this relationship and breaking up. So there's a lot of fear, guys. Just like I was just showing you guys with the insecurity card, and Ashanti feeling very insecure about this relationship right now. Not very confident at all, She's very afraid of what people are going to think if it doesn't work. But Spirit is telling her, hey, if you continue this energy, the fear that you're carrying, you might end up losing this. Okay? So I'm going to do a little more shuffle, guys. And that wanted to pop out, so I'm just going to let it. Wonderful. I'm not going to shuffle again. I think I like this read. Okay? It says, victorious. You will overcome any problems within this connection. All right, guys. Well, that's my read. I know a lot of people have had a lot of negative readings, but Spirit is not giving me anything negative right now on these two. And it's not to say that there isn't anything negative as of yet or in the future, But right now, tapping into their energy and what spirit is giving me right now at this moment, they seem to be very much so into each other and really focused on their connection, right? In my other deck, spirit went on to talk about their past. And, Nelly might have been accused of cheating on her because I heard that rumor going around. But I also heard another rumor, right? Which is why they broke up, because I know the internet is filled with the cheating thing. Because every time a man separates from a woman, that's like the automatic thing that women go to and men go to. It's like, oh, someone cheated, someone cheated. But from what I heard back in the early 2000s, guys, I heard it was a money thing that they separated with. I heard Shanti was upset about some money she had given him. And I don't know if he just didn't pay it back or he didn't pay it back at the right time. Um, I later on heard that he gave her back some of the money, but not all of the money. I don't know if he decided to invest the money and it went poorly. But that was the rumor I had heard as to why they had separated, right? And I also feel like Spirit is right in the first deck where he took off running. He didn't have that committed mindset to him. He didn't want to be a husband, right? And of course, like Spirit said, it left her puzzled, right? So I kind of feel like maybe some of the rumors where people are saying there's crazy infidelity between them two might not be true. And to be honest, it seems like both of their families are really supportive of this union. So I don't feel like it could be crazy infidelity like people might be thinking, because I can't see Ashanti's mom encouraging her to be with a man that's like cheated on her. That was like a straight cheater all the time, you know? Um, but you never know, right? He is an entertainer. As we know, he's a rapper, so anything is possible. But Spirit hasn't really given me any infidelity stuff. So maybe he really does love Ashanti. Maybe, and to be honest, guys, we did get the whole club card, that Vegas card. And like I said, from my experience, when men find themselves in a dark place, they will find Magic City. They will find their local strip club. They will find somewhere to try to ease their pain, right? Um, they'll even go on a whole spree of being with different women. That's like another sign that they're really hurt. It's like they numb their pain by doing dramatic things. Like us, we're a little different. I feel like women are built a little different. For the most part, some women react that way, but I think most of us kind of go into our glow up era. Like we're just like, we're done. We're going to the gym. We're gonna get our hair done. We're gonna look good. Like we're gonna be banging in these streets. Where men, they think the opposite. They're just doing way too much when they break up. So I think he was really hurt by the breakup, because I don't know if y'all seen him. What was it? Versus? Did you see how that man ran across the stage to get a hug from Ashanti? It was almost like I just gotta smell her. He was like, I just gotta smell her. And then the way he hugged her, it was like the best smell he's ever smelled his entire life. Like he's been waiting all those years. And to be honest, if I was Chantel at that point and I saw him run to Ashanti like that for a hug, girl, I would have packed my bags and been gone. Because when you see a man run like that to get a hug from his ex, oh no, oh no, you're not it. You're not it at all. But anyways, guys, I don't get any bad vibes so far for them as a couple. I know people are getting different readings. I hope and pray that Ashanti got a safe delivery, because I do like Ashanti. Like I was saying, you guys, I was hoping that I didn't pull no bad cards. Um, Ashanti's always so unproblematic. The woman stays minding her business. Ashanti's always fly. Um, she keeps herself up. She looks good always. And the one thing about Ashanti is she gonna stay on vacation, girl. She gonna give you vacations. I don't know if you guys been watching her on social media before, Nelly, but the one thing she gives is a vacation. She be on one vacation to the next vacation. So, I applaud her for living her best life all these years single And now that she's in her 40s, now she wants to have her baby and now she wants to settle down. Ain't nothing wrong with that. She's lived a full life and she's going to continue to live it. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for once again dropping by, clicking on my video, and watching this read. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the commenters, all my new subscribers, and I'll be giving you guys some more readings, okay? And I know you guys have requested a few, including Chris Brown, but I'm not going to tap into Chris Brown's situation right now. I just did a reading on him not too long ago, and I don't like to pull on, someone's energy after I pulled on it for a reading, okay? But that's just me. But anyways, guys, I don't want to rant too much. Thank you for dropping by. Leave in the comment section. What do you think? Do you think that Ashanti and Nelly will stand the test of time? Do you think there was infidelity? And Spirit just did not show that right now. Do you guys think that Ashanti's pregnant? Because people are saying she might be, she might not be. But when a girl starts dressing like that, we know. Do you guys like them as a couple? Do you guys want them to be like that iconic couple that kind of got back together? Or do you think Ashanti really shouldn't have messed with him? Let me know, guys. And hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. And until next time, guys, bye-bye.